Welcome back. This is week 3 of our van build, and the honeymoon phase is over. The newness and excitement of having a brand new van has been wearing off a little bit. It's starting to really set in on us how long of a road we have in front of us to complete this build. That being said, I think we're really enjoying it. It's so nice to wake up every morning and have something that I need to go do. I know that that's really common in most people's lives who have a lot of responsibility, but it just feels nice to add value to something every day and have measurable goals that we can achieve and feel accomplished for. More so than we usually do with our nomadic lifestyle where we just kind of wander around a lot of the time. I know in the past I've been a pretty harsh critic of the building process, but I'm just really grateful to be able to work on this with my partner Jimmy and have videos and be able to share the experience with you guys. And I'm just feeling a lot of warm and fuzzy feelings. And this is normally the part of the build where things are falling apart a little bit. So thank you guys for that. And I guess I'll show you what we're gonna do with this van. Oops. Our first big project for this week is going to be to frame out the walls and insulate. Jimmy went ahead and installed the sound deadening kill mat, which is these shiny little aluminum foil panels all around. They reduce road noise and a little bit of the pass-through noise. So that's going to help a lot keeping it quiet in here so that we're not just a big metal drum barreling down the highway. So apart from the sound insulation, this week we're also, if our shipment gets here in time, going to be installing temperature insulation. We've thought about it really hard, and we've decided to go with wool insulation. The purpose of framing out the walls is to give ourselves really nice, easy access mounting points so that we don't have to drill into the metal to try and mount everything later on. We're actually using a different type of wood than we ever have before, which I know is probably not that interesting to most people, but I think it's cool. I'm excited to see how this holds up. It should be sturdier, and it does not hurt that it looks a little bit prettier than the other plywood too.
So we're opting for plywood for our framing pieces. If you've ever been to a big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's, you know their quality of wood is not the best. And so it's really hard to find nice and straight pieces of wood already pre-cut into those planks. Since plywood is made up of cross-sectional pieces of wood, it's just by nature a little bit more straight than a single piece of wood cut out. At least that's the theory we're running off of today. So we've got a big 4x8 sheet behind us and we're gonna cut it up. It is a new type of plywood we haven't used before. I'm not gonna attempt the name, but here it is. It's a pine something. But the big key difference is that this one has got 7 layers to it of that cross-sectional thing I mentioned, instead of the normal 5. So we're going off of high quantity, and hopefully that translates into better quality framing pieces. Oh my gosh.
Did it die?
Yes.
What?
I've got like less than an inch left. We could rip it off. That's how close it is. It literally, it's dead.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
I don't mind holding it if you want to get a handsaw. There we go.
Nice. So I guess we have discovered that one of these little batteries can make it through about 8 feet of board and no more. So we're gonna let these charge for a little bit and get back to ripping strips later. But in the meantime, I think we can go ahead and start on framing with a little bit of board that we do have. We are gonna be using something new that Natalie and I have never used before, something called a plus nut. These are specifically designed to go into the pre-drilled holes in the Promaster. They're not just for Promasters, you get the point, they're for any hole. They are a long nut with a threaded end that you insert into the hole, and you use a specialized tool to pinch it. This little plus appears and grips onto the metal, pretty much giving you a threaded hole to screw into. This is the tool. It looks wild, but you just take a little plus nut, screw it on up top, put it in the hole, and then crimp it, and it crimps it around the hole. You do kind of have to do it a couple times and tighten it after each one, but it works, I think. I'm not really a pro at this. This is the first time I've done this. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see the threads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Looks professional.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're just being nice. And just like that, 20 easy steps.
We're about to go meet up with my family to have dinner, and I've heard the expression many times, don't run with scissors, and while I was packing up I caught myself running with 2 saws. I feel like that's gotta be worse than a pair of scissors, right?
They didn't have the batteries in them, did they?
No, but one of them was a rusty bandsaw.
Oh. Okay, maybe that one.
Yeah. Oh. You just come in and say hey? Okay guys, be cool. My sister is visiting us today. I don't know how she managed to do this, but she convinced her teacher to let her job shadow us for the day. So she's here and she's helping us out with the van build. Katie Reece, you're good to come out now. This is my sister.
Hi.
You might recognize her from our wedding video if you've seen that one. And I know what you're thinking, and yes, we are both the pretty one.
Yes.
All right, so somehow we landed us a free intern for the day. So we're gonna put her to good work. Yesterday, I finished all of the plus nuts as well as waterproofing these strips that we're gonna be using for framing. So since we have a full lineup today, we're gonna kind of split the jobs off, I think. All right, so one person's gotta be inside measuring where the holes are, and the second person is outside drilling.
I want to measure.
Measure?
Yeah, I can drill, that works. Wait.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Never been on a team before. All right, what are we shouting?
Donkey.
Donkey. 3,
3,
2, 1.
Donkey. Let's go.
Neighbors are gonna think we're wild. Yeah, thank you.
So I just realized that I did not give myself a job, so I'm gonna pick up the title of project supervisor. So, yeah. So I'll hold it on this side if you just want to take that down to that side.
89.5 inches.
89.5. All right, perfect.
Okay.
So I can hold it on this side if that helps.
89 and 1/2.
Nice, perfect. Honestly, you might have picked the harder job in this. You gotta measure like 10 different things. Yeah, that looks good to me.
Yay.
Alrighty, good job.
First board's ready.
Yay!
Yay.
Nice man.
Thank y'all. Stop there. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. I think those look good, right, Jimmy?
Let me see.
I'm so cool.
Ooh, that one looks really good. That one looks even better. Oh, this one. Who did this one?
Me.
I know. No, they look great. That's perfect.
Since Katie Reece is learning about all aspects of our job, Jimmy is showing her how he does the color grading on our videos.
Oh, you got. Oh, whoa.
What did I do?
Do it again. You know, like I'm looking at the color difference between like the wall and myself.
I feel like I made you. I
Hello.
made y'all more red. bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard with my skin. My skin's like
Aw.
really red, so it's like really easy to
Yeah.
mess with my skin. Natalie's like more yellow, I feel like.
That's my ring.
Oh, yeah, I'm wearing your ring in the video. Thanks. Oh, okay, buddy. I'll let you out. This actually turned out to be a really good day for her to job shadow us because we have a video coming out tomorrow morning, so we're legitimately scrambling to get everything together. Aww.
I love being in y'all's video.
Aww.
We could just go work on the van and leave her in here to edit.
Yeah, you got this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Whoa. It's so bright. Katie Reece had a fun idea of doing a sleepover in the new van. Okay, you can open your eyes.
Holy schnozzles.
Isn't it cute?
It's beautiful.
It is so cute in here.
I can't believe this is actually the first time we're sleeping in this van.
I know, first of many times.
Cool.
What you looking at, Cocky? Why are you being so creepy?
That's my cat.
That sure is. It's not my cat, that's your cat.
You know what they say about Uno? I don't know what they say about Uno.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
I was really interested in where you're going with that.
Yeah. Different, like this is Ross and Rachel, this is Phoebe and Monica,
Yeah.
this is Joey and Chandler.
I know who those are.
You do? No, you don't. You only know Rachel.
Who's Rachel?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, I knew it.
I can't tell if you're messing with me.
Oh, I've never watched Friends a day in
You
my
would love Friends.
life. Ooh.
He's got Uno, so good luck. It's high pressure. Nice, dude. Oh my god.
Sister power.
Someday I will see the real through today.
We're gonna go talk to our supervisor, make sure we're doing everything up to code.
I'm gonna scare him.
Oh,
See?
oh, we're not up to code.
Oh no, tear it all out.
He's going to go right up the violations.
Oh no. We had such a good time having my sister out here for job shadowing. Unfortunately, we didn't make much visual progress on the van. I think she just got to see a really clear picture of what it's actually like to film and make videos about everything you do. It can really slow things down, and some days are more impacted than others. To be fair, we really only had a couple hours to work on the van build itself. Jimmy and Katie Reece went to Lowe's while I stayed back and edited, and then in the afternoon we spent most of our time editing, and Katie Reece got to try out color grading. Wait, let me see.
All right,
So this is before,
that's before.
after.
Ooh.
Doesn't that look good?
That looks really good.
Before,
Yeah.
after.
That's so good.
I love looking at the greens and like when you do the after, how much like the greens come out. I really like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Can
cool.
I do more?
You wanna do another one?
Yes.
She's actually pretty good at it, which is not surprising. So she got a good variety, a good full experience. But unfortunately, not much visual progress on the van, but that happens.
The first night sleeping in the van was actually pretty informational because surprisingly, we were able to fit our entire 75-inch long mattress and a whole couch in the back of the van, which bodes really well for our floor plan.
When it comes to using plus nuts, the worst thing that can happen is it starts to spin. For that reason, we're going to be using a thread locker when we install these bolts into the plus nuts. So that way, down the road, if it eventually does start to loosen up and the plus nuts are spinning, at least the thread locker has it all solidly glued together, so it really shouldn't budge.
I'm gonna get a paper towel. I just feel like I'm gonna need one.
Yeah. When your building partner asks you for a paper towel, you always bring two.
Smart, honestly. Alright, so fun new update. It has started to rain. You can probably hear it on the roof, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to continue cutting out boards and installing them on the walls. I've brought everything inside that I might need, including a shop vac, so that I don't make too much of a mess. Looking on the bright side, this will be a nice test for all of our roof rack and solar and windows that we've installed recently. We get to test if we have any leaks. So when I said earlier that these boards were nice and straight and that's why we decided to use them, I don't think that was entirely correct. I think what I should have said is that they are not warped. They do not twist along this axis, whatever that's called, because they have bent recently. It shows it the best when I stack two on top of each other and then I let go. Yeah, they are pretty bent at this point. My guess is that that happened in combination with the thick layer of waterproofing I put on it and then leaving it out in the sun for a few days. I think that kind of bowed it upwards. So I'm a little concerned about that moving forward, but there's honestly not much I can do about it at this point, short of starting over or picking more expensive, better board, which I'm probably not gonna do, to be honest. So I'm just gonna really put as many pieces as I can attached to the wall, because the walls are not bent. They're very straight. So if I get as many of those nice and firm against the wall, then whenever I go to install the floating pieces, hopefully they'll be a little bit more secure and I can bend them back into place as I install them. I think the universe is really trying to get me to not put up these pieces today. I was halfway through a board when my pocket hole drill bit broke. There's supposed to be a little tip at the top and that part broke off. So I'm gonna have to run to the store and pick up a new one. Before I do that, I figured I might as well switch gears just a little bit. I've got 4 of these beams picked out that I'm gonna add those plus nuts that I've been using everywhere else so that I can use spacers like these, which is just like the leftover scraps. I'll be able to mount one of them there, second one on top, and that just so happens to be the exact distance that I need to match with my vertical strip that goes here. And I think that will take care of most of the bowing. I'm strategically picking out the spots that I know are gonna get high traffic. Like here is probably where Natalie's desk is gonna be, so I wanna make sure the wall is super sturdy here. Over there's the shower, and then the kitchen is the last spot that I wanna make sure to reinforce. Alright, final update for the day. I've gotten most of the vertical beams done. I'm leaving gaps there and there for the 2 windows that we will eventually install. And I ran out of board, so I had to cut some more. They are currently sitting with a layer of waterproofing and hopefully they should be dry by tomorrow so I can finish putting those in. The only problem is that even with that extra board, I don't think I'll have enough to do the ceiling, and I will need to do that. So I think in the next day or two I will do a Home Depot run just to pick up another 4x8 sheet. So one was not quite enough. I did go a little crazy on the framing. It feels really sturdy, and I just want to have a really, really good foundation for this dream van that we're building. So yeah, no regrets. Also, I just wanted to say that my eyes are red, not because I've been crying because Natalie hasn't been here all day. It's the allergies. I am sad she can't be here, but that's not why my eyes are bloodshot red today.
Sorry.
You knew I was coming. Just like your sister. All right, now it's about to get kind of loud. I'm not joking. It's gonna be very loud. Okay. Oh my God.
What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Let's just say it we can do it in child labor laws.
Oh my God.
It's not illegal.
Okay, I don't want to know anymore. Forget I asked.